Every NBA team's best duo of all time. The NBA's history is littered with dynamic duos who led their teams to both regular season and playoff success. These are the best for each team. To properly commemorate them, let's look at the best duo ever for each NBA team, with preference given to winning and total years spent playing together. Utah Jazz, John Stockton and Karl Malone. With Karl Malone being taken only 1 year after John Stockton was selected by the Utah Jazz, the two had the benefit of getting to know each other right at the beginning of their careers. This proved to work out well as the Jazz became an immediate powerhouse, with Stockton and Malone showing off terrific chemistry and teamwork. For many years, Karl Malone and Stockton were the Jazz's 1-2 punch. The two played a record 1,412 regular season games together as teammates. Many of Stockton's assists resulted from passes to Malone. Stockton and Malone have been described as the greatest pick-and-roll combination of all time. Stockton and Malone are also considered two of the best players who never won an NBA championship. Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Watkins and Kevin Willis. To find the last true Hawks superstar, you have to go back to the mid-1980s. There you'll find some of the best Hawks teams in franchise history, their Atlanta history at least, headlined by scoring machine Dominique Wilkins. Wilkins kept Hawks fans glued to either their seats in the arena or their television screens at home, as no one wanted to miss what he did on the court. Of course, the Hawks never found an adequate co-star to pair with Wilkins to get them over the semifinals lump. The best they could do outside of bringing in an aging Moses Malone for 3 seasons was Kevin Willis. Willis played alongside Wilkins for 9 seasons, 1984-85 to 1993-94, and in that time, he became a solid fringe all-star player. Collectively, Wilkins and Willis compiled 16.5 win shares per season. Boston Celtics, Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. These two were the heart of the Celtics' run of 3 NBA titles and 5 finals appearances from 1980-81 to 1986-87. While Bird was the superstar, McHale started out as the guy who would do the dirty work. From 1984-85 to 1989-90, McHale averaged nearly 21 points in each of those seasons. Credit Bird, by the way, with making it a point to help elevate McHale's game, especially on the offensive end without compromising his own. Alongside Robert Parrish, they formed the most successful trio in NBA history in terms of wins, before Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili broke the record in 2015. Miami Heat, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Another no-brainer. To say that LeBron James and Dwayne Wade made a pretty good tandem is like saying that Avengers Endgame was kinda long. Yes, Chris Bosh played an integral part of Miami's dominance during the first half of the last decade. Obviously, James and Wade were the superstars and had the Heat playing at an elite level. From 2010-11 to 2013-14, LeBron averaged 26.9 points and Wade scored 22.2 per game, as Miami won 2 titles and lost in the finals the 2 other times. We won't go into their 2017-18 reunion in Cleveland. Los Angeles Lakers, Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now I know that a lot of Lakers fans, especially the young ones, and even adults would disagree with me because this team has witnessed a lot of legendary duos who won title after title in every generation, from Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West to Shaq and Kobe, and now LeBron and Anthony Davis. But in my opinion, this spot only belongs to Magic and Kareem. They were the true architects of Showtime in Los Angeles. This legendary duo helped the Lakers dominate the 1980s by winning 5 NBA titles and reaching the finals another 3 times while together. There was also a mutual respect for the other, something that stars of today tend to have a hard time mustering with egos and paychecks clouding things. No teammates played off each other better than Magic and Kareem. Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Led by the most dominant player of all time, the Chicago Bulls won 6 NBA championships during the 1990s. But Michael Jordan didn't do it without Scottie Pippen. The Bulls' dynamic duo was the perfect complement to one another, and they wreaked havoc on the NBA from 1987 to 1998, minus Jordan's time playing baseball. During their run together, Jordan and Pippen ranked first and second in playoff win shares. Jordan averaged 31.5 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5.6 assists, while Pippen put up 17.1 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5.3 assists. They had the NBA's best winning percentage during that time, and led the Bulls to a then record 72 wins in 1996. They are the undisputed best duo in NBA history. Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Although their breakup wasn't pretty, James and Irving were arguably the most dynamic duo in the NBA during their 3 seasons together. They made the finals each season and won one, with James's historic block and Irving's legendary clutch three-pointer in the 2016 finals, completing the greatest comeback in league history. It's a shame they didn't have more years together. Irving's perimeter scoring and playmaking meshed well with James's passing, paint presence, and athleticism. During their run, James averaged 25.6 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 7.6 assists, to Irving's 22.4 points and 5.3 assists per game. They also combined for 5 All-Star selections and 4 All-NBA teams. Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry. You could argue for several other players to pair with Nowitzki here, but no one played with him longer or had as much prolonged success as Terry. The two helped the Mavericks win over 50 games in each season they played together, not counting the lockout-shortened 2011-2012 season, including 2 seasons of 60-plus wins and 2 finals appearances. In their 8 years together, Nowitzki averaged 24.6 points and 8.3 rebounds per game, while Terry tallied 16.1 points and 4.1 assists, each shooting nearly 39% from behind the arc. Nowitzki made All-NBA in each season and won the MVP in 2007. Denver Nuggets, David Thompson and Dan Issel. Denver hasn't had too many long-standing duos throughout franchise history, but Thompson and Issel are the clear leaders in both seasons played together and overall team success. The Nuggets peaked with these two in the 1978 playoffs, when the team narrowly lost to Seattle in the Western Conference Finals. It was a rapid decline as a team in the following years, but the two still finished their time together as a memorable offensive tandem. Thompson averaged 23.7 points per game, and Issel 21.5 points and 8.8 rebounds per game, with the two combining for 4 All-Star games and Thompson earning 2 first-team All-NBA selections. Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. We start with this caveat that Curry and Thompson aren't done yet, but what they've done already puts them among the best duos in NBA history. They won 3 titles together and went to 5 straight finals. They took the notion that jump shooting teams couldn't win championships, took it out back, and ripped it apart limb by limb. So far, they've gone 395 and 130 in the regular season and 77 and 34 in the playoffs together. In their time together, Curry has averaged 25.1 points, 6.8 assists, and 4 three-pointers made per game, while Thompson has averaged 19 points and 3 triples per contest. They led the Warriors to a record 73 wins in 2016 and have forever changed the way basketball is played. Milwaukee Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson. While the current Milwaukee Bucks won the NBA championship this season and fans are loving the duo of Giannis and Middleton, we harken back to the early days of the franchise. No offense to talented scorer Bob Dandridge, who shined during the early days of the Bucks franchise, but Kareem and the Big O were the backbone of Milwaukee's run to the 1971 NBA championship. Jabbar averaged 31.7 points with 16.0 boards, while Robertson put up 19.4 for a club that won 66 regular season games. San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan and David Robinson. The Twin Towers, San Antonio version, won a pair of titles with the Spurs in 1999 and again in 2003, the first with Robinson still playing at a relatively high level. Duncan was in his second season when he won his first title for San Antonio and averaged 23.8 points with 11.5 rebounds. The Admiral, that same campaign, put up 15.6 points and grabbed 10.0 boards per contest during the postseason. So guys, that was it for today's video, and comment down below on which other duo from an NBA team you think should be included in the list. See you guys in the next video. Till then, peace out.